If I coached him now the way I did then, I would be in handcuffs. Seriously, I would be behind bars, don't you think, Tony? But I wanted to think that I was really coaching this team. And once in a while, he acquiesced, and he'd give me a nod. And I'm thankful for that. I really am. See, just like that. It's like, that's what he does.
大家好，我是文伦，今天帮大家带来的是马刺传奇教头 Gregg Popovich 波波教练的名人堂演说。那波波教练在马刺团队已经长达29年，94到96年他是篮球摄像总裁跟 GM，96年他开始转任教练，执教至今。他是 NBA 历史上最多胜场的教练，曾经带领马刺连续22年胜率超过50%，是 NBA 纪录。2023年8月12号，他进入篮球名人堂。那今天我们就来听听他的演说精华。波波教练一上台就展现他的幽默本色，跟马刺4大球星还有观众都来了个下马威。
You guys sit down. Don't speak, just sit there. And it feels even shush.
那波波教练先说，他到现在都不敢置信自己入选了名人堂，他感谢了名人堂的票选团队。接着，他感谢2023年星光闪闪的入选者们，说现场有很多传奇。他接着提到自己在芝加哥出生，说自己第一次投篮就爱上了篮球。他说他知道自己入选名人堂时，就开始想致辞的内容，但除了想到自己的童年以外，也想不到太多要说什么。在回想自己的篮球路时，他也一时激动了起来。
But it made me ask a question. What the hell am I doing here? How could this happen? It's hard to describe. Because I'm a Division III guy, you know.
那波波教练接下来开始回想自己的篮球路，他感谢了一些自己当球员时的教练。这里呢，我刚好帮大家介绍一下他的球员生涯。他大学时读的是 United States Air Force Academy， 中文应该翻的是美国空军学院。大学期间，他一直都是篮球队的一份子。大4的时候，他甚至是队上的队长兼得分王。1972年，他被选为 Armed Forces Team 的队长。那这个 Armed Forces Team 我找不到中文的官方翻译，但从字面上来看，应该是一个陆海空三军混合的球队。那这支球队赢得了当年的 AAU 冠军。这个 AAU 跟现在很多年轻顶尖球员打的 AAU 是同一个组织，只不过现在的 AAU 结构上当然已经跟当年真的举办业余比赛的 AAU 不同了。那波波当时出生的表现，甚至让他被邀请到1972年美国奥运篮球队的训练营去试训。1973年，也就是波波教练24岁时，他就开始执教。第一份工作是担任空军学院的助教。那非常有趣的就是呢，波波教练当时的主教练名叫 Hank Egan， 而在波波教练1994年担任马刺 GM 时，他就把这个 Hank Egan 找去马刺当助理教练。而之后波波自己担任主教练时，这个 Hank Egan 也成为了波波教练的助教。那波波在73到79年都在空军学院当助教，那当时他也还没有完全放弃球员生涯。1976年，他甚至参加了金块队的试训。
I guess it began when I actually was able to try out for the Nuggets. I was 26 years old, and Larry Brown and Doug Moe were the coaches. Suffice to say that when the camp was over, Larry and Doug told me that it would be best if I got a coat and tie. And they had the vision. I know it was a tough decision for them, but they cut me and kept David Thompson. So I knew pretty quickly that it was over, and started on that path. Coach Brown, for some strange reason, when he went to San Antonio, he brought me along.
那 Brown 对波波教练的执教生涯有非常大的影响力哦。1986到87年 ，Brown 在传统强权 University of Kansas 执教。当时波波教练自己已经是一所大学的总教练，但他刻意请假一个赛季去 Kansas 当 Brown 教练的助教，为的就是从他身上学东西。88到92年，两个人再次共事 ，Brown 教练成为马刺的总教练， 而波波教练也成为马刺的首席助理教练。这段历史不是很多人知道，媒体也不常提起。但是2005年的活塞马刺冠军赛其实是这对师徒的对决。波波教练接着感谢他生涯初期的2个助理教练，他说这2个教练有够蠢的，他1年只给他们$1000，而且其中一个教练还要负责帮球队宿舍油漆，而他们竟然接受了。波波说他非常感谢这2名助理教练在他生涯前期给的帮助。接着他提到92、94年在勇士教练老 Nelson 身边当助教的时光，他说老 Nelson 是个完全的鬼才，鬼点子非常多，他非常爱他。接下来他提到马刺已故前老板 Red McCombs， 说他当时给自己树立了非常好的榜样，也分别感谢了之后的老板们。接着他提到了马刺的球迷，波波说他感谢球迷们多年来的支持，说圣安东尼奥虽然不算小城市，但给人小镇的亲密感。接下来他感谢了美国篮协及其主事者 Jerry Colangelo， 说感谢 Colangelo 给他在2020年东京奥运执教美国男篮的机会，让他有机会带领他们拿下金牌，完成了这个他期盼了一生的梦想。波波另外感谢了一些美国队的幕后人士，还有 Coach K 从旁给他的协助。接着他感谢了他这一生中所有曾经帮助过他的球员、助理教练、训练员、物理师等幕后人士。接下来波波开始谈到马刺球团，他说他这一路走来只有3个人从头到尾都陪着他。第一个当然就是每个马刺人都会提到的 RC Buford。接着波波感谢了马刺长期的防护员 Will Sevening， 还有长期公关主任 Tom James。波波说 James 的工作真的很辛苦，要不断尝试不让他在访谈时惹上麻烦。感谢完了马刺的大家庭之后，波波开始感谢自己的家人。
I have a family. I have a family. People think that I just do basketball. I don't really like it that much. I mean, you know what basketball doesn't love us back, does it? We use it like a bar of soap, right? It pays our bills. It gives us a wonderful life. But I don't remember it saying, I love you, Pop. You know, it's different. It's the family that is the deal. And my wife, Erin, of 42 years, was our center of gravity. She was our rock and made everything worthwhile and meaningful. In her place now, my family has done a great job of keeping it going. My son Mickey is here, artist, musician from Seattle. My daughter Jill, who has taken over the mantle and keeps us all on the straight and narrow. She doesn't talk to me about trades as much as my wife did. But, you know, wives hate trades. You know, they make friends and everything. You say, I just traded Joe Blow. You're an idiot. Why would you do that? Those are great people. It's the business, you know. I don't care when I hear about your business. You know, these are people. That kind of thing. But, Jill, you're doing a great job. You and Mickey love you to death.
那波波教练在访谈中有好几次强调，家庭跟生活才是最重要的，篮球只是一项工具，并没有那么重要。不过呢，这项工具毕竟影响了他还有他的家人的一生，他当然还是要必须提一下这些跟他情同父子的球员们。
The second reason involves one word, so it's going to be quick. That's great, huh? One word, and that word is duh. I'm not done. Oh, you kidding? I've been waiting for this a long time. I'm not done. I was tasked with the job to try to create an environment so we could have some success. You know, people, you know, you got some good players, you got to do something. And I'm going to give myself credit. I did. You know what I did? I was there. I watched it all. I saw it, and I have pictures to prove that I was there while they won championships. And you can't take that away from me. I mean, I talked to David. David, he was good. You know, Coach Blair mentioned the word relationships, and I'm going to get to that because that's what's important. All those O's and X's, everybody knows the O's and X's. It's not brain science. Like, you know, when's the last time you had a new pick and roll play? It's all the same damn stuff. You know, Jerry Sloan ran the same play 77 times in a row, and nobody could beat Carl and John. You know, so that's all baloney. It's about relationships. And with David, it was, okay, I curse. I don't want to curse. I know it's ignorant, but you got to be who you are, because kids, hold your ears, because players have great bullshit and know it in a second. Just be yourself. You can't be Johnny Wooden or Bobby Knight or whoever. You can't do it. You just have to be yourself. So I made a deal with David, and he said, Pop, as long as you don't take the name of the Lord in vain, I'm going to try to put up with you. And I want to thank you for doing that, because it worked. It worked. With Tony, I just asked him to be perfect. And at 19, that was tough. If you could switch the social, situations that we have now compared to back then, if I coached him now the way I did then, I would be in handcuffs. Seriously, I would be behind bars, don't you think, Tony? But I have mellowed, right? He tells me I'm soft now. So I can't go back to those days. You got to change. You got to change. Timmy, with Timmy, the relationship was I just wanted him once in a while to listen to what I said or just nod his head so that I knew that he heard me. I just wanted some self-satisfaction. I wanted to feel good about myself. I wanted to think that I was really coaching this team. And once in a while, he acquiesced, and he'd give me a nod. And I'm thankful for that. I really am. See, just like that. It's like, that's what he does. Relationships. Manu. Whew. Like I think Tony said, it took 2 years for us to figure it out. Was it that long? But what I learned from Manu, once he came to me one day, he says, I'm moaning and groaning at him, and Bob, I am Manu. This is what I do. It's a true story, quote unquote. And at that point, I learned how to zip it and just let him play. And sometimes that's the best thing we can do as coaches, is just let him play. So my final message is just the wins and losses are all crap. The highs and lows are all crap. That's illusory. It doesn't really exist. What exists is seeing these guys and their kids, those relationships with your assistant coaches, everybody else you're with, your colleagues, your friends, because that's what you take with you as you move along. All those wins or losses, they fade away. They fade away. But those relationships stick with you forever, and that's where the self-esteem and the self-satisfaction comes. And we live in challenging times. I'm not going to go into it, but the times we live in require that we relate with each other a whole lot better than we do right now. So I wish you all well. Thank you.